So this example is avoiding a damaging loss. Now, when I invest into a share, I mostly purchase it with the intention to hold it long term. I will also buy shares if I see a strong probability to make a quick, decent profit, as a previous example illustrates clearly. I can make these transactions as I have effective risk management in place, which will get me out of trouble if it turns against me without much loss. However, long term is the aim. Now, the concept of long term has evolved over the years into a buy and hold no matter what. This is completely the wrong way to invest, as I will demonstrate, although understandable if you do not know too much about risk management. I will now give another example of risk management at its finest. A popular share and a well-known company were beginning to have issues after a long and profitable rise in the company and share price. For the sake of this example, we're going to keep it simple, like the course. As the share price passes $700, the company announced a set of continuing negative circumstances for the company and therefore the shareholders going forward in respect of revenue, profits, customer numbers and forward projections. The share price starts to reflect the growing negative sentiment and begins to descend. To many investors, the news is a little disturbing and surprising. This has been a popular share for quite the time, and with good reason. It's Netflix. An extraordinarily strong reason to sell, which you have confirmed, manifests around $640, highlighted by the risk management process. So you follow your process and you sell. No damaging losses for you today, but potential locked in excellent profits depending on where you invested. Now, you could use this money to take advantage of other opportunities in the stock market. You will avoid the very damaging loss many are about to suffer because you sold and they held. The bad news just keeps flowing, unfortunately. This really is a prime example of a good company having a difficult period in their history and how rapidly a share price can alter if the sentiment from investors reverses, proven in this example. On the emotional scale, you would be in the fear element. Do not forget, you have already sold and are avoiding the ongoing carnage. The bad news just keeps being released, sadly. For those that held on, as it always comes back, always does, this is just getting nasty and extremely expensive for them. The emotional impact and stress cannot be underestimated. This is a deeply unpleasant time for anyone holding. I'm relieved I do not have to go through situations like this again. So the price decline from high to low is a colossal 76%, from $700 to $162, or $538 per share. The last time the price was this low was summer 2017. Now, years of spectacular growth wiped out in just 6 months. The downturn is enormous, it's rapid, and for some investors, quite scary, as they feel trapped and do not know what to do. And I feel for them. I've been there previously, and it's a terrible situation, and more importantly, completely avoidable. And I show you how. And here's another very sobering thought. To recover from 162 back to $700, it is not a climb of 76%, the same as the fall, but a 333% increase, which I'm sure you realize. Now, one good habit to maintain is keep checking on shares you have sold previously, especially if you have used my risk management program. You never know what can happen. A strong reason to buy appears at approximately $250. Now, you have a choice of reinvesting or not. It's an additional benefit of selling at the right time. You have more opportunities to purchase a good company at a heavily discounted rate. Obviously, it does not happen every time, but enough for me to highlight to you what additional benefits and profits are occasionally available to you with effective risk management. So let's assume you took the opportunity to repurchase the stock at 250. Now, although not at the bottom price, as I discussed in the risk management program, I do not chase tops and bottoms of price moves ever. One of the biggest ego mistakes investors make, it's buy low, sell high strategy, not a buy lowest, sell highest strategy. You have repurchased a share at a discount of $390 a share. A huge discount. That's a hell of a discount, achieved whilst avoiding a huge loss most others suffered. Now, the share price may have never recovered. Many do not, as I said. It does not always come back. It's an utter myth. So the repurchase option may have never presented itself. However, you would have still saved a fortune by selling at the right time. Buy and hold can work, but not every time. You need to be prepared for unexpected large price swings, avoiding the damaging losses and farm potential opportunities for profits. Effective risk management will allow you to participate in more profitable investing, like the exclusive 10% of investors take advantage of. Effective risk management opens so many doors for you. And if you think that this example is a one-off, go and check many other major shares. It is an exceedingly long list. The best investors have effective, bespoke risk management.